One.Two.Lift. The podcast.
Yes, Cass.
Yay!
We are back.
We did it. It only took us 2 hours this time to set this up in our own freaking living room.
Something in that neighborhood. We are back, not on the beach. We have our big mics back.
I know, and I miss them, the serving platter.
Yeah.
But we still haven't got our table yet for it.
No, we are. It's all part of the process, I think. We were obsessed with the beach setup for a while, even though it took us an hour
See,
to
I
do
have
that.
to sit up. I have to sit up. Like, once I start talking, I can't, like, lay back.
Agreed. That's why when you were lounging there, I was like, I don't know what you're thinking, but you're going to change. Okay, here we are.
Anywho.
So, Cass, it's been a minute.
Okay, let's start again. Like, pretend.
Let's start
1, 2, 3.
What? To get. Hold on. Cut. Right.
Cut. 1, 2, 3, go.
Cass, we're back.
Yay, we're back. Hey, it's me, Cass.
And Luke, One.Two.Lift. We're back in the living room where it all began.
With the serving platters.
Yes, the big mics. I feel like back at home with these things. And
you always have to remember to talk close to it because it's a podcast mic.
Yeah, but I think this is weird. I'm home.
Me too.
Right here. Okay, so it's been a minute. We haven't recorded for a sec.
It's been a minute and it sucks. Like, I am freaking missing this little serving platter and my little furry microphones that we do on the beach. It's literally been killing me how much we've learned, said, done in the past 6 weeks, and haven't been able to actually get on here and like talk about it.
Has it been 6 weeks since we recorded an episode?
No, not 6 weeks since we've recorded, but 6 weeks since we've like been like in our natural flow, like in our home.
What disrupted our flow?
Family, which is the best kind of disruption. So
Absolutely.
I'll take it. And what we learned actually through this is that to actually slow down, enjoy the moment, and not stress about missing this. And we did.
Yeah, we did.
In everything. It's so good.
We've been generally slow. Is that what you're saying?
Generally slow, but I couldn't have asked for a better time with all of our family.
Yeah.
And memories and
living in the moment, taking it in.
Yeah.
Which is good.
And not rushing.
My parents, your parents, brother, sister, 4 weddings and a funeral, no funerals.
Thank God.
Yeah. No, it was great. And we've, when we live in Spain and have that many people come from Canada to visit, you have to take your time to enjoy the blessing. So because
we miss them all the time. We already do. So it was really nice to actually enjoy every single moment. And we journaled, we wrote down stuff, we reflected, still created, still, you were doing your painting, still writing lyrics. I'm still playing piano. Like, through all of it, we really, truly just actually enjoyed the present, which has been probably the first time ever for us to not stress about what we're not doing and rather enjoying what we are doing with the people we love. And
yeah, also
it was so freaking good. So I'm proud of us.
Yeah, me too. And channeled those things artistically. Boy, you've smashed out new music. Like, you've composed in the last 6 weeks, must be 15 new songs. You've produced so many new bits of music, Cass, that I can barely even. Well, I can't at all keep track of what we named them. So
what's been crazy, that's my biggest stress right now, actually, is I'm like listening back to all my music that I've named, created, and I'm like, holy moly, what was this one? Wait a second, one was it? And what a gift to stress about not being able to keep track of all the musical things, and then the paintings that you've been doing. And I'm like, when did you do that one again? Wait a second, where was this? And when did we write this? And when did we like talk about this? It's so freaking cool.
Yeah. Yes, it's been good, but we are happy to be here.
So happy.
Locked and loaded with the big mics.
Locked and loaded.
So, we caught everybody up. Let's chat a little bit about that cool email that you got the other day.
Well, why don't you start with interviewing me for 20 minutes? This is like going on the run, guys. This one, really, we didn't have a plan coming on here. I think we just had a lot to let out. So why don't we do this? You interview me for for a bit and then I'll interview you.
Okie doke. Let's do that then. So I'm not going to change my question. Tell me about
I
the
know.
email that you received the other day, because I was so interested by it and it triggered so many things in my brain. So what happened the other day? You got a cool email, Cass. Tell us about that. About a speaking engagement.
Oh my God. Sorry, guys. I look at every email as super cool and exciting.
True statement.
And any communication that feels like it's done from an actual human behind the typewriter or the keyboard, I'm
Yeah.
like really excited. So guys, this one just came to me and holy moly macaroni. I am so excited. I got an invitation to speak at a conference in Dubai for November. And this conference couldn't be more up my alley and in my little passionate heart of saving the world and changing the world. And it's all to do with like literally all the topics of One.Two.Lift. And it's like leadership and change and growth and creating change and growing into something that you believe in and inspiration and talking to an audience that are paying to come to this pretty cool conference. So I got the invitation and I, kind of have to do an interview because basically they have to know that I can speak. And so this is the part I'm nervous about. Is I know I can speak and I know my voice is powerful, but
Obviously they do too,
you
because
guys
again,
know me for not always finishing my sentences because my brain and my heart run so much faster than what I'm saying. So
true. Sometimes that's true. However, this invitation came, you didn't chase this down.
not
And
at
so
all.
somebody out there saw your voice, heard your voice, and thought that this leadership, women in leadership, how to affect global change as a woman in a position of leadership, Cass, I think I was just so tickled by first the alignment, but it's not just alignment with mission of One.Two.Lift. It's like a timing alignment too, because we've been chatting a little bit about voice and we've been talking about confidence and overcoming some of the hurdles that we all feel, as we put ourselves out there, whether it's artistically or in the form of podcasting like this. I think that it really brings a lot of things to light. And so why don't you tell us about what your first reaction was and tell us about what your first hold up feeling was?
So I had this message request from someone else, and I was like, I just had a good feeling about it. But then I checked it, it was some random ad or something. And then I saw through getting so excited about this random message that happened to be nothing, that there was an actual message coming through to me. And it's by this big organization that, speaks throughout the world in conferences
They have
and
global conferences for sure.
globally. And I had this like really good feeling in my heart. I was like, and I clicked on it. I started reading it and I looked at you and I couldn't even finish it. I had already forwarded it to you before
Mhm.
I even understood the whole thing. And just every word spoke out to me about the purpose of this conference. And I felt like this is it. And no matter what this is, like, even if I don't go to it or, they decide not to choose me or, you know, um, it doesn't go through, it doesn't matter. It was something that spoke to my heart and something that I know that I want to do so badly is be able to hold a microphone like this, maybe not as heavy as this,
Hopefully.
but to be able to speak to something bigger than I even know it to be like a bigger scale and who knows who it will hit, and maybe it's a bust in the crowd, but maybe it's on recording and maybe it hits one person, and I think I'm so it lit my heart up.
So I could tell by your eyes. I didn't even need you to finish reading the message. I knew exactly. I knew exactly from the look in your eyes. I saw that spark of There's a little bit of a spark of recognition in getting invited, but really it was a spark of passion at the idea of having a forum like that to be able to communicate. And it went deeper because, in this type of a conference setting, for sure, there's some things that are very corporate lane,
Of
right? And
course.
corporate lane isn't
Always.
your lane.
No.
But this specifically had some things about leadership with empathy. There were some things about
Being
affecting
seen.
global change
Global change. That was it.
through social change. I think you can maybe fill us in on the bits, but as you went through it, I was like, oh my gosh, there's a bunch of these lanes that speak like I couldn't have written them
Better.
more aligned
Yeah.
for you and sort of
And
the places you're passionate.
exactly, babe. And that's what sparked me. And, I know they already have their big speakers, pre-booked, of course.
Or
And
so they
so,
think.
but the thing is, like, I was just so excited that I got this invitation and just reading the words, you know, confirmed to my heart, my soul, that this is what you are meant to be. And the thing you're thinking about, it was like global change through seeing people, and like it's like having a voice and doing something bigger than what the average would do. And yes, in this conference there's beautiful people. I looked them all up,
Hmm.
like CEOs and healthcare and big people.
Hmm.
But I think it was cool that they saw me as this, maybe just an average Joe, because I am, but I'm not average because I believe in something bigger. But I mean, like, they saw me as this person, like, working hard for something, or it was just literally aligned, and an angel told this organization to click on my name, and she will
Yeah.
be there, and I will be there. Dubai.
So the second part of my question was there any, did you get a little voice in your head that gave you any pause or any question mark?
The pause was, I guess, a good pause because it's something I've learned so much, that think before you think before you dive into something. So typically I would have been like, yes, of course, blah, 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 and skipped all the fine print
Right.
and skipped the actual contract and skipped all the stuff that they're actually looking for. Or maybe it's something that's not what I think it is. Like sometimes things are so tempting.
Yes.
Sometimes things look really good to me in front of my face, and the things that do that to me are really good because they know exactly what I love. But I've learned that I have to sit back and think about it. Will this be good for my team? Will this be good for my family? Is this something worth doing? Or is this a sign that this is something I want to do, and look into conferences like this, and maybe there's something better for me, um in the time frame, or for our family, for a vacation, or for my work here. Typically I am very compulsive, passionate with things I see, and I dive into it, but this time I took my time. Even when you just said email, I or, I
Yeah. When I
I
asked
was
the
like,
question, you're like,
because I
which one?
literally have learned so much about just, like, use that excitement, and then what is that meant for you to do next. And I'm so excited to do the interview, and now it's not just about this conference. It's about, now I get to research it and feel like I'm interviewing them. Is
Correct.
this somewhere where I want to use my voice? And that's powerful for me. And
Very well
I
said. Yeah.
yeah.
That's a big shift of mindset.
It's huge. Like, I get to say, well, I get to interview them because, is this worth my energy?
Right.
I want to make sure that I'm speaking to the right people, and the right people will come to this event.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that pause now. And
So
I've learned to pause.
So the direction I was heading with the question is, was there a moment of what I think most people would feel, and I think that you may have felt in the past, but was there a moment of imposter syndrome of, maybe this is something that's too large for me, and
No,
maybe I don't fit this bill?
no.
Yeah, which is amazing, right?
I would have always thought that.
Yeah,
Like, I can't, oh my gosh, skipped it. The thing is, I feel like it is not too big for me, and there's nothing more that excites me to speak to a bunch of people that registered to be there, that signed up to be there, and my voice, it doesn't matter where it goes anymore. I've learned so much that it doesn't have to hit a home run in the crowd, like standing ovation. We want more, we want. No,
Which it might be that kind of jam.
one
It might
last
not be.
song, one last song, you know.
That's it.
It doesn't have to. I just realized so much that it can hit one person, just like J-Lo did to me in her concert. Just one little thing that changed my life, you know, like
No, fair point.
you just never know, right?
So we have to present an abstract outlining the nature of what you would speak about as well, which is a fun thing. Now, the question here is, are we going to include that you will likely be playing some music at this speaking event?
Of course.
So there's a chance for an encore.
The funny thing is that I will incorporate music into everything I do.
No doubt.
I don't know if they'll allow it, but then that's me interviewing them.
Exactly.
Right?
We haven't talked about
We
this.
haven't talked about the other thing. David, yeah.
Oh boy. So this is on the this week's
Okay, last interview question for me.
heavy to-do list, which is something else came across your feed last week, I think, and sparked a great deal of excitement and felt extremely aligned. So we've got a few days left.
You're
Yeah.
listening.
Walk-
You know me.
Yeah.
It's me, Cass. Spain with Cass.
Spain with Cass. So walk us through it. This is a sort of a contest that's out there, right?
Yeah, there's a contest, but it's basically my contest. But just kidding. But no, truly, it feels so aligned. David Guetta, you guys, is one of those musicians, artists, producers that sees people. He always have.
Yeah.
He's at the stage in his career where he actually has been rising young DJs, young artists, and with his power of his history, his experience, his followers,
Currently has a
his
massive platform.
movement in this way of music is so cool. And he has been helping lift and bring up musicians, not just DJs, but like in every sort. So it's pretty cool. And actually he works with Avicii, Tim, you know, like I don't know.
Absolutely.
He's just been around since the beginning.
Yeah.
So
he's got this new track with Hugel, I think, is who the track is with. It doesn't much matter. But so in support of the track, they've launched this contest, which is to produce what?
He's actually doing the One.Two.Lift vision, where he's giving people a chance to show themselves. And it's so freaking cool. David Guetta is someone, I love you, David Guetta, but not for just your music, just for how you're always constantly evolving with music and constantly evolving with your lifestyle, right? Like everything that you're doing is so nice. And with your wisdom and experience and the connections that you have, like what I love about him is he has all the people, right? So he's lifting these young stars and giving them connections to greatness.
Right.
So I appreciate that. I have always loved that about him. So I've been talking to David Guetta for like a few years now, you know. I don't know if this is to be exposed here, but I have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Meaning like we message each other on WhatsApp. Or no, on Instagram. Maybe we should delete this part.
I don't know if it matters. You're sort of refusing to answer the question, which is to say, what's the nature of the competition? What do we have to produce this week, sweetheart?
David Guetta released this really cool contest. And this is about showing how you interpret this music. Like he already gave the exact 1 minute of this audio with this new song. And I just have this vision. And the due date is July 15th. And I keep forgetting about it. But I know that it will find him. So hear me out now, guys. This video, this part I'm going to do in this contest is going to be so good. And if it doesn't hit him, which are the dumbest words to ever use for someone who believes in ourselves so freaking much with David Guetta.
Yeah.
And how One.Two.Lift is about rising stars. It will hit him. Perhaps there's something else that might get the number one in the contest, but I know this will hit him because it's going to be so raw and real and exactly what he's always done and what he's done to the rising stars. And that's what I appreciate about him so much.
Yeah. This contest was so neat because you showed it to me, and then immediately. So we're talking like within a minute of you having seen it, you're like, I know exactly what I'm gonna do, and I just love that you had the vision. You got this shot, this scene, this shot, this scene, and then I'm gonna do this, and then and I was like, love it, perfect. So anyway, docket for tomorrow.
Yeah, it's doing it. And I see you, David, get it. And I never have to meet you, actually. I just see you. And I appreciate yourself in the music industry. And I think you shine because you see people. And I appreciate that about you. So one day, if you hear this, and when my reel gets to you and you'll see my boys, my family, and our passion for music, that's what it's all about. And I appreciate that David gives that message to everyone. So well done.
For sure. Okay. So you can stay tuned for that. The
I'm so excited.
I know. Me too. I'm really excited too. There's some other things going on this week. We have big things this week.
So is it my turn to interview you?
I don't think I'm done yet.
Okay.
What do we do? Actually, this is fun. So what does tomorrow have in store? We got a couple of things on the docket. What are we doing first tomorrow?
I'm so excited, guys.
Yeah.
So I don't even think we released Smith's podcast about AAA. We should. There's so many podcasts we need to release. But anyways, AAA Marbella is the best freaking place in Marbella and run by the best freaking people through their hearts and souls, all volunteer. They spend their life helping these. So AAA is a shelter for dogs and cats with the best vets, the best people, all volunteering their time and passion and love. And even trainers go there to actually not just feed and walk the dogs and give them a safe place to be. These trainers actually train the dogs. It's it's, I'm getting goosebumps. It's so beautiful. And I know there's lots of other shelters, but this shelter will hold a place in my heart until the end of time because I've felt it there. I've felt the passion.
Yeah, the people behind it
and not just the one girl that we're going to see tomorrow, but every single one of them, from desk work to vets to the person who gives you the leash. It is so awesome. And Smith, our son, and Ren feel it. Our sons feel it. So tomorrow morning we're going there to walk Rover, the Rottweiler, which is Smith's love. He's still there. So if you're listening to this, Rover is so freaking beautiful and kind and sweet. And he has a trainer working with him.
Big, beautiful boy, Rottweiler. And he is just a hoot.
He's love. He's a naive kid.
Yeah, he's like a big, goofy
teenager.
kid. Yeah,
he's like a 12-year-old.
Yeah, he's a lovely soul. Yeah. We haven't seen one behavior
he's
from him.
He's 12 years old in dog years. He's like a 12-year-old boy that's just like so excited.
That goofy 12-year-old boy who hasn't quite grown into his body yet. And
he would not harm a flea. Like, they trust the boys walking him. He is just so beautiful, and it sucks that he gets overlooked. And we should attach a clip of Smith's right here.
Yeah. We've seen all the pics. We haven't been in too long, so we're going tomorrow morning to walk Rover, and at the same time,
meeting with Sam and Olga,
which are besties, and that is going to be fun too. This is pairing all kinds of good things as we do some good for Rover and the rest of the crew there. Get a little business out of the way at the same time and share our passion with some friends.
Yeah. And Sam and Olga, to give you guys context, Sam I worked with for 2 years at my past agency.
Yeah.
And he's always just been exactly on my page. And he's just such a bright light. And he has so much to offer. And through him, we met his, partner, Olga, who we just met together and absolutely freaking love. She's a genius in her profession. She's caring. She's heart. She's calm. She brings a lot of stability, and I'm so proud of them. They're starting their own agency, and I don't know, we all get along because we're all entrepreneurs at heart.
Yeah.
So we have been meeting with them and chatting and like just talking about work
Yeah.
and more than that,
Well,
everything.
life, but work as well. And I think it's so nice to see them pursuing
And their son gets along with our boys.
some new initiatives on their end, and it's great to share in that vision that they've got. So it's we're gonna
We share the
all
same
meet.
type of stuff, I think.
I think so, for sure.
It's easy to hang with them.
Yeah, so that's going to be a great start to the week. I'm
Yes, we're
excited.
going to walk dogs together.
Yeah,
And anyone who will walk dogs with us, they are family to us.
that's
so,
it. Good
yeah.
people. That's it for
Yeah,
sure.
so that's exciting.
So the week is off to a hot start.
Yep. And then lots going on, and lots going on. This one came up today, and I still have to have a full, meditation to this, but I feel so good about it. Um, Luke spends a lot of time developing some pretty cool shit, you guys. Like, I'm talking like, we both have such passion in health. That's where we come from,
Definitely.
health practitioners. And Luke still works in it, but he's selective now for who he puts his energy to, make sure it's worth it. But he actually passions more into the side of the research, the science behind what makes people better and what helps people, rather than just like, hey, how are you today? Like, Luke is very passionate about, let's get down to it. Let's get down to business. Let's actually talk about the real deal stuff that is forever evolving, changing, growing in science.
Yep,
And I'm
that's
so
true.
proud of you about
Yeah,
that.
thank you. As a dude who's getting older, all these things tend to circle around longevity topics.
Yeah, we're getting older, guys.
We're kicking the ball around, but yeah. So I've had a couple of initiatives, passion projects, I guess I would say, that circle around longevity and some of the
But hopeful.
compounds that
Very
are,
hopeful.
yeah, and
Luke and I are very hopeful people. Like, when we dive into something, we don't just think it's going to go nowhere. So what's cool about this is we are not giving up, and we are not to give up people. So the first person who says no is actually the first person that just lit up more fire to our feet. And I love that about us.
yeah,
So actually, it's the best. So what I love about this is he's developed a supplement, all natural. Like, I don't even want to blow this up right now because it's already so good. But something he's developed with his like blood, sweat, and tears, literally, and time, literally, sacrifice, literally, is the best product that I've felt that close people in our lives have been doing. And I just am so proud of you. And what we decided just today, and this is very new, but we're gonna freaking go. We're gonna the person who said no to you go, babe.
it's tricky. We're sort of tiptoeing because you don't want to say the wrong thing,
No,
but
but it
the
doesn't matter.
reality is,
You can't take away the knowledge.
I'm passionate about longevity. I'm passionate about some certain substances in the supplement side of things that support cellular health and longevity, and had undertaken with some partners and some very smart and capable people
Amazing partners.
to develop this product, get it to market across the world. But you don't just have a good product, you have to sell the good product. And there were some differences of opinion about how to do that. Business is complicated, guys, and the supplement space is extremely competitive. And so
Extremely, like the hardest.
this beautiful, incredible product that was created, that company has decided not to move forward any longer, and with lots of blood, sweat, and tears, not just of mine, but the people
Everyone.
involved, and lots of investment. And I think it is one of those things where, in hindsight is always a lot more clear. And so I think with some of the lessons taken from that, I think what's been amazing is because the product has been so impactful on the people who've taken it. One of those people has come forward and said, hey, like, can we redo this? Is there another way to move forward with this? What have you learned? What are the opportunities? And can this be reworked in a different way? from a business standpoint, because the product is killer and I think it needs to be out there. And so that was really rewarding because that wasn't me approaching anyone. That was being approached by somebody passionate about their results with it. And so it's something really to chew on and consider. And I was really excited. Not only just that it struck somebody enough for them to want to invest and be involved, but at the same time, I think it's just rewarding to see someone share in that passion and also share in a trust maybe in me being able to carry the torch forward. So I was, and also the person who brought it up, I just absolutely love him. So that's,
we love you.
that's exciting. It's an exciting idea. So anyway, we have to figure that out.
I think like the win happened today. Wins, we've realized like there's small moments, and it happened to me with some past clients when I left that agency, but it happened today for you.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who's been experiencing your product and the passion, and not only that, he's met you, seen you, treated him through sports medicine and stuff, all this stuff. But the win is that there are believers who actually look at it for what it is and give it a shot. And like, what a win for someone who wants to help continue this going. It is so freaking beautiful, guys. And that is a sign that let's go, let's do it. And the only resistance through the whole thing was that it just wasn't portrayed as maybe how the heart should have, but it has nothing against anyone
No,
who's
just
involved in
business
it.
is complicated, right? It's complicated.
But
Sales, marketing, where you
get
position yourself in a market, it's
yeah,
really
and
complicated.
it has nothing to do with any of that. It's such a learning, like through all of that, you've learned, I've learned, we've learned. And now it's like, you know what? We get to do it how we want to because we were actually the backbone and the scrapers, the freaking builders,
Yeah.
the ones in the tough mud.
Yeah.
And now we get to know it all. So thank you. And
Yeah, we get to carry our
to
experience
life.
forward and maybe this is something we take another kick at the can. And so we just have to, it's just exciting to have some life breathed back into a project perhaps that had recently maybe expired its last breath. So I think this is a
Science
fun
doesn't
thought.
lie and facts don't lie, and you can't take that away from us and the passion involved with it. So it's like really exciting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just another thing on the table.
One.Two.Lift.
One.Two.Lift.
And it's about actually helping people because the whole point of everything that Luke and I have ever touched and every project that we've done, we've failed a million times and we've kept going. Every single one of those is now coming into this big One.Two.Lift, and we're not giving up on it because you can't take something away from purpose and a mission. And every single one of those times that we've really tried, it's been to help people.
For sure.
People helping people and help people see that you get to help yourself and you get to have this and you get to have this knowledge. You get to, there's people. There's people. There's people to help. And like, that's the coolest part of it all. And I'm proud of that. I love you.
I love you too. And I think, we'll keep making those new mistakes as that Shakira song says. I think I love the idea of learning from our mistakes and moving on and not making the same ones, but let's find some new ones to make and we'll keep learning and keep growing. And I'm proud of us for that. That's one thing we continue to do.
I sneeze when I get like it feels right. And
yeah,
what's cool is the song you just mentioned, like Shakira, You're My Girl Forever. I bought one of your hats. But like
the Zootopia song. Remember rocking out to it when the boys were like,
Try Everything.
Yep.
It's called Try Everything. And it's like birds, you fall. And it's like, we're finally not scared.
Yeah.
Because we've fallen. And then it's like, what else do you have to be scared of? We have more wisdom and maybe it won't work again, but oh, well, we don't give up. We're not the kids that don't give it another shot. And like, and we do it different. Definitely. Like you have to learn, you have to use the things.
Oh, you're a dumbass if you keep making the same mistakes. So we're going to try
We're
and
not
make
gonna
some new ones. And I love that.
and maybe in the end,
here we are.
yeah, and like whatever, it's fun.
It is.
And it makes us like the underdogs, and we'll always be the underdogs. But I just know that the trophy is, I can see it, and it's the trophy that people think that I'm saying right now is not the trophy. The trophy is like the freaking just doing it,
Yeah.
and let's go,
Yeah.
LFG.
LFG. It's in the journey. And so with all of this now said, we're catching people up on what the heck is going on. We've got a plan to start really getting some interviews in this podcast.
I have a list,
We do.
a large list of people
Big Bristol board.
who've been, a big part of our map. That's never finished, but like a big part of the journey. But like, there's so many people we want to have on here, and like anyone who wants to just put their word out, you have space here. You have free space, and like every voice is so freaking cool, and everyone's journey is so incredible. Even if you think your journey is blah, it's not, because I guarantee you have something to help others with in that journey. And like, we all have places in our journey that we had to stop and take a pit stop. And we had to stop and take a rest station. And like, those are the most pivotal moments. And like, I'm so excited for all the people that we will have here.
Yeah, I think we were talking about this one opportunity to interview somebody that on the surface, it's like, I'm not sure. And then, you were talking to me actually. You said, but you could talk to them about this, about that. And I said, you know what, though, by the time the two of us are done asking the questions that are under the seeming topic, I mean, we're going to pull somebody's life story out, and we're going to be able to share the things that they actually have unique about them that they've learned along their path. And
Because
I think that is going to resonate with somebody on the other end of
a
this.
million people.
Yeah.
And
We
that's
see
a
people.
beautiful thing.
That's
We see people and we see what they have to offer, and we always have.
yeah, that is.
And that is the point of One.Two.Lift, is rising the ones who didn't have a voice, or there's so much to say, but everyone has something to say. But also, you guys, like, when they say, does this resonate with you? There's millions of people everything will resonate with. And like, that's the freaking cool about life. The cool thing about life, it might not resonate for you right now, but it'll resonate to the person sitting next to you. Chances are, like, it's so cool.
Yeah, or it'll resonate to the you that's next week when some
Yeah.
some weird shit goes down in
Yeah.
your life, and you
Or
go,
you
wait
come
a
back
tick.
to that.
I just
I just learned that. And that's so cool that I learned that, because then it actually just, you guys just be open. Be open to people's journeys and their advice. And sometimes it's the littlest sentence,
That's it.
and it will come back to you. So cool.
The rest of the week we have to finish this website. That's a thing. We need to kick that kid just that little bit extra.
So the
far.
website is our number one priority, and it's going to be so good. I've already designed the whole thing.
Yeah,
It's just literally getting it up and running. So that's a big part of our week.
putting it from image and design and layout into practice and clickable and live.
Like,
so
where you can click something.
that is hard job one this week, and then job two is getting this YouTube
Quitting
channel.
this.
Quitting that for
We're
sure.
quitting this vape.
Getting this YouTube channel of ours to have more of the things we intend to live on One.Two.Lift, more than just our lovely selves chatting away on the podcast, because there is much more that we want to be able to share there, correct? Including
There's
not
so
only-
much, and it's so cool. Like, I can already see it. And so, guys, hang in there with us. Be patient, and the right people will come. And that's all that matters for me in this life now, is just knowing the right people will come, and the right people will listen, and the right people will be heard, and the right people will engage in this project. For the ones who are visionaries, the ones who lead with heart, I'm sure by now you can actually see the big picture. This just came to me, and like, that's so cool. Um, that's so cool that there are ones right now listening, and they can see the whole picture. And we've never exposed it, but we don't have to because I'm sure it's screaming through everything we're saying if you're the right one, right? So I love that.
And
We're
not the
doing
right
that.
ones, just listen sometimes and go, what in the hell are these two talking
We
about?
need those ones too.
Yeah, for sure. Because there's a certain element of comedic relief in all of our ramblings.
And there's the people, any criticism, any feedback would be greatly appreciated. But
It would. It would.
well, I listen to everyone.
That's true.
And then some of them just like, oh, well, I don't agree. Okay, turn the page.
Turn the page. Walk on.
Not your novel.
Woo. So we are setting ourselves up mid-July in the south of Spain. Basically, this is right around the time where everything sort of shuts down.
It was 1-2. It's 1-2 today.
It is.
And we're on the verge of 1-3 because it is late. And we finally have our house back in our living room. And I didn't mean that in a negative way. I meant that in all the best ways.
No, but we did take a couple of days to sort of vegetate and relax and
yeah. And I've realized that we're allowed.
Snooze.
And snuggle.
Yeah.
Love our boys.
Yeah.
Swim and teach them how to dive and do the front crawl. And
the front crawl's coming, eh?
Throwing rocks and just like being us. So it's been nice. And
It sure has.
I feel good about it.
Loved having everybody here. Loved having our little crew back too.
See.
Yeah.
Our team. Weingard Wings. Let's
Weingard Wings.
go. LFG. I shouldn't have swore there.
I don't think it's a fucking problem.
Anyways, all the love, guys.
Yeah.
And I think that's it for tonight.
Let's get some. Well, I tell you what, we got a lot to do this week. So there's going to be more. Let's get them
We
something.
might record one in like 3 seconds, but all the love. Let's hit this one for now.
You got it. Ciao
If we're
for
wearing
now,
the
team.
same outfits in our next one, you know why.
I can put my shirt inside out.
Ciao, guys.
Ciao for now.